Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed about centralized SPC and modes of centralized SPC. In that, we have discussed about standby mode, synchronous duplex mode, and load sharing mode. Okay. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss about distributed SPC. Okay, distributed SPC. This is the block diagram of distributed SPC. Okay, the control functions are shared among multiple several processors within the exchange of the system in distributed program control. Okay, the distributed control offers better reliability, availability when compared to centralized SPC. For distribution processing, the telephone exchange control functions may be decomposed either horizontally or vertically. In decomposition, the exchange is divided into various blocks. Each block is allocated to a processor which performs all call functions of its corresponding block. Now, the overall control system is composed of various control units coupled together. Processor in every block may be duplicated for redundancy techniques. Okay, in horizontal decomposition, only one or a few control functions of the exchange are performed by the each processor. A chain of district processor are employed to perform the functions like event monitoring, call processing, operation and maintenance. Okay, this is the block diagram of distributed SPC. Okay, in this, here EM and DP is known as event monitoring and distribution processor, event monitoring and distribution processing, and CP is the call processor, CP is the call processor, and O and MP is the operation and maintenance processor. Okay, here EM and DP is the event monitoring and distribution processor, CP is the call processor, O and MP operation is the operation and maintenance processor. Okay, in this there are three levels. Okay, in this processing technique there are three levels. First one is level 3 processing. First one is level 3 processing. Okay, in this level 3 processor, the level 3 processor performs scanning, distribution and marking functions. Okay, the processor and its associated devices are placed near the switching network, junctors and signaling units. Okay, the processing operations are simple, specialized and well defined. These operations are performed efficiently by either hardwired logic or microprogrammed devices. A control unit is modeled as a collection of logic circuits using logic elements, also referred as hardwired control unit. It can be tolerated to do a specified task, but it lacks flexibility. Okay, this is the level 3. In this level 3, a microprogrammed control unit is a software control unit. It is more universal and highly flexible. Performs different tasks by simply modifying the microprogramming and its associated data. The relative signals are activated by altering the control word, which involves a bit pattern of the binary conditions needed for control functions in microprogramming. The control word is modeled to contain 1 bit per every possible control signal in the system, also referred as horizontal control. If all the control signals may be binary encoded and the control word may contain only the encoded pattern, then it is known as vertical control. Horizontal control is flexible and fast, but it is expensive. In vertical control, only single signal at a time is activated. Okay, only single signal is activated and activated. Then next, level 2 processing. Level 2 processing. The next, level 2 processing. It is also referred as switching processor. Single bit and half byte manipulation instructions are used in the switching applications. The architecture of the processor is modeled to ensure 99.9% available fault tolerance and security of operation. The total input-output data transfer in switching processor is of order 100 bits per second for large systems. For I/O data, for input-output data transfer, the program control data transfer and direct memory access techniques are used. The load on the switching processor is calculated by its occupancy T and is expressed as a fraction of unit time for which the processor is occupied. Then next, T equal to A plus B n, where n is the number of calls per unit time, where n is the number of calls per unit time, and small a is the fixed overhead depending upon the exchange configuration and capacity. A is the fixed overhead depending upon the exchange configuration and capacity, and small b is the average time to process one call. Okay, the parameter small a depends on scanning workload, which depends on the number of subscriber lines, trunks and service circuits in the exchange. Okay, the calculation of parameter b requires the definition of call mix, incoming, outgoing, local and transit calls. Okay, in general, the switching processor is modeled to handle a traffic load which is 40% more than the nominal load. In case of traffic overload, the processor gets loaded most or likely to 95% of its capacity, and thereby traffic fluctuations observed. Therefore, for this consideration, this equation can be written as 0.95 equal to a plus 1.4 b n. Okay, n. Okay, where n is the nominal load in terms of number of calls per unit time, where nn is equal to 0.95 minus small a by 1.4 b. Okay, the average instruction execution time depends on the instruction mix, as different instructions like different times. The level 2 processor is evaluated by a benchmark comprising of representative all distributions and measure of actual processing time under load pattern. And then coming to the level 1 processing. This level handles operations and maintenance functions which involves 9 steps. What are the steps? First one is add, delete or modify information in translation table. Second one is subscriber class of service can be changed. Third one is keep a new line into operation. Fourth one is supervising operation of exchanging. Fifth one is fault error detection and correction. And sixth one is man and machine interaction. Seventh one is monitor traffic. And eighth one is administer the exchange hardware and software. And ninth one is run diagnostic and test program. Okay, remote operation and maintenance. Now let us see the remote operation and maintenance. Okay, remote operation and maintenance. This is the O and M computer. Okay, this is operator and this is maintenance personnel. Okay, and this is exchange 1, exchange 2, and exchange N. Okay, these are the links. Okay, this figure is remote operation and maintenance. Okay, these functions demands a large configuration of level 1 computer involving large disk or tape storage. The complexity and volume of software is high when compared to level 2 and 3 processing. It is common to share a single O and M computer by different local exchanges. Okay, the exchanges consist of only level 2 and level 3 processing modules at their respective locations. Okay, remote diagnosis and maintenance permits the expert maintenance staff to meet several exchanges from one central location. Hence, a single O and M computer is shared among several exchanges located remotely. Okay, this is the single O and M computer is shared among several exchanges located remotely. Okay, this is the level 1 processing. Okay, this is the level 1 processing. Okay, in this class we are discussed about distributed SPC. In distributed SPC, this is the block diagram of distributed SPCs. SPC means stored program control. Okay, in this stored program control, the control functions are shared. This stored program control, the control functions are shared among several processors. Okay, several processors within the exchange of the system in distributed program control. Okay, the distributed control offers better reliability, availability when compared to centralized SPC. For distributing processing, the telephone exchange control functions may be decomposed either horizontally or vertically. In decomposition, the exchange is divided into various blocks. Each block is allocated to a processor which performs all call function of its corresponding block. Now the overall control system is composed of various control units coupled together. Processor in every block may be duplicated for redundancy techniques. Okay, in horizontal decomposition, only one of few control functions of the exchange are performed by the each processor. Okay, a chain of distinct processors are employed to perform the functions like environment monitoring, call processing, operation and maintenance. And there are three levels of functions. Level 3 processing, 3 levels of processing: level 3 processing, level 2 processing and level 1 processing. Okay, thank you.